Hey guys, welcome back to Cajun Horror Talk. I'm Jake.
And Ross.
Today we're talking about 1990s It.
Yeah.
So grab a beer, grab a cup of coffee. Let's talk horror. All right.
Yeah.
It 1990. We're finally here.
Yeah. Finally.
We've been waiting for this one for a while now.
Yes, we have. Finally getting towards a little bit more classic shit.
Yep. Looking at now, this was a 2-part miniseries. Remember,
Originally.
so we're looking at a runtime of 3 hours 12 minutes. Most of the time, when you get this movie now, when you buy it, it's already edited to where it goes straight into one another.
Yeah, well, that's
You don't
how
even know
when
the
I
difference.
rewatched it for the podcast, that's how it was.
Yeah.
It was a straight shot.
So, budget of $12 million.
Yeah.
Cast was Richard Thomas plays Bill Denborough.
Bill.
Denborough. Jonathan Brandis played young Bill. John Ritter played Ben Hanscom.
Motherfucking Jack Tripper in this bitch.
Right. Brandon Crane played young Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Annette O'Toole played Beverly Marsh.
Yeah.
Emily Perkins played young Bev.
Which, by the way, I'm going to go out and say Annette O'Toole, old Beverly,
Yeah.
a lot more attractive than I remember whenever I was a child.
Yeah, she was cute. She was prettier.
She was a lot prettier. I guess
Yeah.
because when I originally watched it, I was so young. She was an older person to me
Yeah.
at that time. But now I guess I'm officially an old person. I'm like, you know what? She's pretty cute.
Harry Anderson played Richie Tozier.
Yeah.
Seth Green played young Richie. Fucking Seth Green, man.
Fucking Seth Green. I enjoyed watching that again.
Dennis Christopher played Eddie Kasprak. Adam Farizel played young Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Reed played Mike Hanlon. Marlon Taylor played young Mike. Richard Mazur played Stanley Uris. For all like 10 seconds he was on the screen.
Yeah, the whole time.
Ben Heller played young Stanley. Michael Cole played Henry Bowers. Jared Blankert played young Henry Bowers. And naturally, Tim Curry
Tim fucking Curry.
played Pennywise, the dancing clown.
The Pennywise, the dancing clown.
So, plot of this movie, if you don't know what the fucking plot of it is.
If you don't know the fucking plot of it
something's wrong, man. So, this cosmic entity known as It, or Pennywise the dancing clown, or many different things.
He is an interdimensional being, sir.
Yes. Lives under the town of Derry, and every 27 years he comes out to feed.
Of course he does. Why wouldn't
Yes. And his specialty is young children because they have a particular taste of fear.
It's the fear.
Yes.
It's the fear driving them that they get more scared typically.
This was a movie that was wanted for so long before it finally came out.
From the book. The book was.
Oh my God, the book was huge already.
Yeah.
And people wanted it so bad, and finally when it came out, and people were disappointed.
There were certain things that don't translate as well from
book
from novel to movie that you can't.
And
do.
I blame Stephen King.
You blame Stephen King?
I do.
I mean,
I'm sorry, I do. He knew when he wrote a lot of his books.
Yeah, there were things that couldn't go in.
Yeah.
Well, look at you can write.
Here's the thing.
You can write an amazing novel, and
no matter how good the special effects are, a giant spider is not going to look good.
No, not at the time.
Why do you have it to where they're fighting a fucking clown the entire movie?
And then it's a giant
And at
spider.
the end of the book, they're fighting a fucking giant spider.
I mean, for the 90s, we're watching this in 2020. In the 90s, that was kind of a little bit... Well, I say it was a little bit more... It was scarier back then because we were kind of used to those types of effects. But in the 90s, we also had a lot of different practical effects where maybe the spider...
What year did T2 come out?
The spider manifestation of the Pennywise the clown might have not been the most... might not have been the best thing that would have... I don't know.
Because, and here's the thing, I respect them for sticking to the book.
I do too, because there were things that were taken away from the book. But there were things that I believe had to have been taken away from the book.
This is the same year Tremors came out, dude.
Yeah.
The graboids look fucking great.
I mean, they weren't spiders.
So? They could have made it look better than that fucking trash they had in this one.
God, this was the year the Gremlins came out. That just made you look... That's so
Child's
much
Play
horrible.
2?
Yeah. Okay. The Exorcist.
That was Exorcist 3.
Oh, fuck. Was there something? RoboCop 2, Die Hard 2. Oh, shit. There's a lot of special effects going on in Die Hard 2.
Yeah.
Okay, but in 1990, the monster genre. Okay.
But you would think for a movie this big. I understand it was on TV. They put it on TV. But this was a fucking movie they had wanted so bad.
You think they would have dove a little bit heavier into it?
If Stephen King would have got rid of a little bit of the coke he had for fucking Maximum Overdrive.
I don't know. He still would have had a lot of coke in him.
Yeah, he still would have had a lot of coke.
He would have won a hell of a amount of coke.
And thank God they didn't let him touch this.
No, he would have fucked it up.
Oh,
now, look, I
so
love
bad.
Stephen King as a writer, but anybody who's ever seen Maximum Overdrive, thank God that he was not involved in.
Just blow it up.
Yeah. Fuck it. Blow it
Bill
up.
would have pulled out a fucking bazooka.
And then blew up fucking Pennywise in the middle of the goddamn sewer just because.
So it starts off with young Georgie Denborough.
Well, it starts off with the 6 missing kids where he
yeah. Oh, and then Mike calls.
Mike is the only one who remained in Derry, and he reconnects the Losers Club who was all forgotten about their past.
So
can
we talk about how much of a dick Bill's dad is?
Oh yeah, I mean he's a dick.
So he's in his brother's room looking at his brother's picture. He fucking misses his brother.
Yeah.
Don't ever come back in here.
Okay, they're grieving a child.
Yeah,
and maybe it's not the appropriate reaction, but they are.
That's a fucking dick move, bro.
At that point, if you're any kind of non-alcoholic abusive father, you sit your child down and look, I know you miss your brother. I miss him too. Let's stay out of here. You don't react like that. But there wasn't a lot of great parenting going on in this fucking movie.
Oh my God,
all.
it's fucking terrible.
And
it's brought out that eventually you realize that it's just dairy in particular.
Yeah,
it's almost
because
like a fucking disease.
They turn a blind eye to hide things.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Georgie, fuck you. You had time to grab that boat before it went in the sewer. It got hung up a second on the fucking thing. You could have grabbed a motherfucker, and this whole movie would have not happened.
He'd have got him some kind of way.
He had time.
He was going to go after Georgia either way.
He was going after Georgia, but it wouldn't have happened like that.
He was going after Georgia because of Bill, that was something in the book.
Yeah,
you realize, and actually, I don't even think it was in the book. It was more of like something that Stephen King said later on, because
I think it was heavily implied.
It knew the 7 that can kill him.
The ones that were able to
and
unite and come.
Yeah, it was kind of an Avengers thing where Loki kills Coulson.
Okay.
To try to weaken them, but all it does is fucking bring them together.
Yeah,
that's what this was.
Okay,
I never thought about that.
That's a really good analogy, by the way. I like that. It kind of joins all the fucking.
Yep.
The
Georgie dying fucking makes Bill become the leader.
Yeah, because they all one by one slowly start forming this fucking club by this really fucked up dude named Henry, who was going to wind up in prison any goddamn way.
Oh god, it was a piece of shit, wasn't he?
Fucking dude.
Not as bad as the remake, but he's still a piece of shit.
He's still a piece of shit. I don't know if you could say not as bad as the remake. He does a pretty fucked up shit in the 90s, dude.
Yeah, he did. But. Okay, so it cuts to as he's calling all the Losers Club in their older forms, right? So he calls John Ritter, who's Ben Hanscom.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got this nice looking chick, brings her back to his place. And the first thing you want to talk about how he used to be fat?
Maybe it was a nervous chatter. He's also drinking.
Yeah.
You have to throw in the fact that he's drinking, because typically you don't want to play up your downfalls whenever you're meeting a random hot
I'm
chick.
just saying that this, I used to be fat. Which, can I bring up the fact that the Ben in this one really wasn't all that fat?
No, he wasn't. If he was an actual real kid in the 90s, he'd have been playing football.
Yeah, he's a stocky.
He's a husky fella.
He's not skinny.
No, but he wasn't this roly-poly guy that everybody's like, oh my God, he's so fat.
Yeah, here comes he tubby.
Kiss me, fat boy.
Yeah.
No, like, he wasn't that fat.
Yeah, but I think because it wasn't the 90s, because you got to figure it was 27 years before the 90.
Yeah.
So that would have put it in. I'm stuck at math, dude.
Wait. 27 years before the 90s would.
So that'd be in the 60s.
You should have fucking did that math before, because.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, I suck at fucking math.
Why would you bring that up? Why would you do that? That's 1963.
Yeah, so in the 60s, though, you didn't have that many big kids.
Show the world we don't know math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't have that many big kids. So.
Yeah, it was before they started putting hormones in all the cows.
Yeah. So you can say,
fit girls weren't a thing yet, guys.
They'd have called him fat. But I'm just saying, today's standards, he's not that fat.
No, he's really not. But it wasn't.
He was just stocky ass.
He was a heavy-set fella. Nowadays,
he was that guy you really didn't fuck with in school.
No, because he
was just thick enough to beat the piss out somebody.
He's a bigger guy. He's a guy that coaches would have wanted on a fucking D-line. Like he would have been a fucking jock and probably would have been pretty popular nowadays.
Oh yeah, he'd have been 3 technique.
And meanwhile, fucking little junior Arthur Fonzarelli over here, Mr. fucking Henry.
Just
is the worst bully ever. Not only for the things that he does and the shit that he says, but some of the actions that he takes. Why did you and all your friends jump in and kick the dam? Your fucking pants and shoes are wet now, you dumbass.
right.
Like, why are you fucking yelling shit?
Oh yeah, now you're fucking cool.
Oh, you're cool now. Why are your shoes wet? I kicked this dam.
Yeah, I'll show them.
Yeah, fucking. What the hell is wrong?
So
with
of all the kids to eat, why Pennywise couldn't eat those little bitches that were fucking with Bev?
Dude, right?
Come
That's
on,
Henry,
man. You're
Henry
in
and his
middle
fucking
school.
friends.
Why don't you about the little bitches that pass by and they're like, some people just don't have any class.
Make the joke about her dad being a janitor and shit.
Oh,
yeah.
bro, get the fuck out of here.
Well, they're in that fucking 12 to 13-year-old bitchy female range where
Yeah,
all the girls start getting
all
bitchy.
kids are like that, though, man. They're just fucking mean.
Well, yeah, right.
Kids are fucking mean.
But it gets that way. The separation starts coming in where they're at in fucking middle school, where the class divisions start coming in.
But why couldn't Pennywise eat them little bitches, bro?
No, he doesn't. He didn't want to eat Henry and the other fucking thugs that want to be. He didn't want to eat the little bitches.
You know what I love about this movie too, though?
The fucking threats. I'm gonna pull your ears down and tie them under your chin. I love that.
I like the feel of these kind of movies, kind of like Goonies feel.
Yeah, well, it's almost like a treasure hunt type of feel.
Yeah, but we're 90s kids, so we were already known as the fucking most nostalgic.
Yes, we're nostalgic.
Generation.
Sorry.
But it reminds me of the times when you used to just jump on your bike and go ride bikes with your friends.
Yeah, you can't do that shit anymore.
No, remember that when you just jumped on your fucking bike after school?
No,
and you didn't have cell phones back then.
No,
you just fucking disappeared out into the fucking ether.
And you knew to come home when the streetlights came on.
Yeah, nobody worried about where you at.
No.
They're fine. They're with their friends. You
were gone. That's not like that.
Fucking Houdini.
I'm telling you right now, I'm a fucking father. My kid's not doing that. Nah, bitch, you gonna tell me where you at.
Oh, yeah. I was editing a video the other day, and my little boy walked outside.
Yeah.
And I lost my fucking mind because I didn't know where he was at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's weird how time's changing and where you would think we would be that way.
Because we were raised that way.
But I guess I kind of blame it on cell phones now because we're so used to being in constant contact.
Yeah, remember when you didn't know when somebody was coming to your house? They just showed the fuck up?
Somebody knocked on the fucking door, dude.
Yeah.
That was like fucking Russian roulette. You didn't know who the fuck was at your house.
It could have been. I love the immediate references where they start meeting people and his first thing, well, it's Stanley, he's a Jew.
Yeah. That was back in the days when you could actually say that.
You could say that.
But the thing wasn't. It wasn't and meant it wasn't a derogatory statement.
It wasn't. He was literally just introducing him as, hey, this is my friend Stanley. He's a Jew.
Yeah, he's a Jew.
That was it.
Yeah.
Well, and there was nothing said about that. You pull that shit today.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ would have nothing to do with it because he's Jewish.
Yeah.
But
no, it's just the idea that you can't say that nowadays.
Even when it's not.
It's mind-boggling.
Even when it's not a fucked up remark.
Yeah.
Like, it's really not. Because people hang up more on the words that you say than your actual intent.
And I'll be honest with you. I kind of attributed that to this is why he's hanging out with us because Henry Bowers hates him too. He's a Jew.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, because Henry Bowers is probably anti-Semitic. He's already racist.
Yeah. He would believe in the... he would be the superiors. Him and his father raised him to where
his dad was straight fucking Nazi, dude.
Yeah.
Especially
you got to figure 60s? Yeah.
His daddy was probably fucking alive. His daddy was...
Can we bring up the point that segregation didn't take effect till 65, huh? Desegregation?
No, I think it was earlier than that.
Hang on. You vamp on your next point while I'm taking this up.
But no, but you see, like, that's why Mike's hanging out with them.
Yeah,
and I'll give it to him. The guy who played young Henry Bowers.
Oh, it was
every time he had it was 54.
54. I'm sorry. So, not fucking
not long before.
Yeah, not long before at all.
But you would think in Maine, as such a northern state, it would have been a lot earlier.
That's true too, because the southern states took a lot longer.
Yeah, but they said the kid who played Henry Bowers, every time he had to say the N-word.
Oh, yeah.
He would apologize before and after every scene.
Yeah, because
young Mike kept telling him, dude, it's fine. It's in the script. He's like, no, I just feel bad. And you feel for the kid, but yeah.
In order to get that point across, that's a difficult thing as an actor especially to go towards something that you don't agree with and have to say something fucked up in a set. And you're like, God, I can't believe I'm fucking saying that. What was that damn movie where it was a Santa Claus movie or something? They had Santa cursing at one point, and he was like, he didn't want
Santa?
No, it wasn't Bad Santa because Billy Bob Thornton wouldn't have had any fucking
he wouldn't
any
have
qualms about saying some fucking shit. But I can't remember what movie it was. But to be an actor and have to say some shit that you don't agree with, I completely understand that. Like, bro, look, I'm sorry, I got to say this, and like, it's not your fault, but you feel like partly responsible because you're partaking in it.
Yeah.
So I get that. Yeah, he had to do that. And then old man had to do it too when Henry was an old man and the fucking he was coming out.
So you start seeing how Pennywise has been fucking with these kids.
Yeah. Which I'm sorry.
I like the gradual change of Ben's dad in the marsh.
I think that if you see your dad, who you know is dead, standing in a marsh, and then he turns into somebody holding balloons, you need to run the fucking other direction immediately. Not stand there staring at him. I don't understand.
But it was kind of cool the way they did it. The way
it was great effects.
It was the regular uniform, and then the uniform with the pom-poms on the front.
Yeah.
And then the pom-poms on the front. Oh, no, he was the dad in the clown uniform with the balloon. And then all of a sudden,
it was all Pennywise.
Can we talk about Tim Curry here?
What about Tim Curry?
Tim Curry was the perfect choice for Pennywise.
Absolutely. I mean, he's iconic. He is the fucking, like Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger.
Tim Curry is Pennywise.
Think anybody who has a fucking Pennywise tattoo, it's Tim Curry's face. I mean, nothing wrong with it. We're going to get to it chapter 1 later on, but it's just so iconic that Tim Curry is fucking Pennywise.
You got to remember, up until chapter 1 came out, you're looking at 2017, so you're looking at 27 years.
Now you can do math.
Oh, it was easy math, though. Okay. 90 to, 27 years that Tim Curry was the only Pennywise.
So, yeah, you're right. Well, the children in this movie, they're all attacked one by one, slowly and gradually, and it slowly builds and builds and builds. But there's a couple of red flags. When your drain starts talking to you, you don't look down it. You leave. You don't look down. You don't
talk back. Which reminds me of a great story I heard on fucking Facebook of somebody.
About a drain talking to somebody?
Yeah. Somebody was taking a shower. They just got in the shower, and their 3-year-old was in the bathroom. And he gets out the shower, and his 3-year-old was looking down the drain, and he goes, "Hiya, Georgie." And he goes, "I freaked out for a little bit."
Yeah.
Until I got to the drain and realized that his Peppa Pig toy had fell down into the drain. And Peppa Pig's little brother's name is George.
I did not fucking know that, but that kid he wouldn't have time to explain.
Yeah. I just freaked the fuck out.
There's this thing called adoption. Right? And I'm not saying, but I'm saying.
Yeah.
Fuck that. No. Georgie, not
back to Georgie, though. Who the fuck goes play with this clown? Random fucking clown in a sewer drain. Oh. And why does the clown have a Brooklyn accent?
Why is there...
Hiya, Georgie.
Nobody fucking... Like, he's a child, but even when my kid was 6, he'd be like, "There's a guy in there."
Yeah, Mom?
Mom. There's a creepy guy in the drain talking to me. Come here, son. We're going to walk the fuck away. Excuse me. Can we talk about...
I'll be honest with you. It'd probably be easier to get me now than what it would have as a child.
No shit, right? It would definitely be easier for them to get me as an adult. To be like, hey, I need help down here. Oh, shit, I got you, bro. As a kid, I'm like, nope.
Let's talk about... I got beard hookers down here.
Right? It's Stephen King novel. You have cocaine? Hang on.
Yeah. I have enough money down here to pay off your mortgage. Okay, move the fuck over.
Let's talk about from a character's perspective. Not from the actor's perspective, because they did an amazing job, but it's kind of foreseen that they're going to do that in a sense. But the moral fortitude of a child as the characters in this movie to realize that the adults don't see what they see.
Yeah.
And to completely ignore it and play along. From a child's perspective, you have to be like, fuck, mommy doesn't see, or daddy doesn't see this blood in this fucking drain. Okay, I don't see it either. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was a spider.
You see fucking blood everywhere, and she plays it off like, no.
And not lose your fucking mind.
And not lose your shit. That from a character standpoint, you know how psychologically fucked up that would make you? Yeah. That would fuck me up.
Yeah, it would.
Because I sit there and I tell you there's a blood stain on that fucking door, and you're like, Ross, you're full of fucking shit. I'm like, no, look, there's a blood stain. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to touch that motherfucker. Look. And if you still don't see it, bye, Jay. It was good knowing you.
Right.
And we're going to split. And
by the way, can I talk about Tom?
Go our separate ways forever.
Tom is that motherfucker that gives all men a bad fucking name. He's the Harvey Weinstein of Derry. Or not Derry, because they didn't live in Derry at that point. Her husband, Beverly's husband, when she gets older.
Look, I love...
Fuck that dude.
I said the same fucking thing. And it's integral to the story.
It is.
Because she needs to have the daddy issues, and she needs to have the control issues.
Which they explain that later on. I'll talk about it when we get to the end.
Yeah, they talk about it later on, but it was when I first... Well, I watched this as a kid, and this was one of those movies that I had to kind of hide from my parents that I was watching in my bedroom and just go like, I want to see it.
We had such different childhoods.
Well, my parents didn't approve of horror movies until I was me. My dad a little bit more than my mom.
Yeah,
but they didn't approve as much of me watching those things because it was it's evil. Don't bring that evil into this house. I was raised in a very Catholic household.
Well, me too, but my mom was kind of
mine
horror movie junkie.
Mine was not.
Well, you know my mom.
Yeah, I love your mom.
Yeah,
but mine was not that horror movie junkie. So I'm watching this crap in my room as a child. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this dude just smacked the fuck out of his girl in the middle of a room.
Right. Well, for me, it was my mom. More like my mom walking in from school. And mom's like, "Hey, hurry, come see, hurry! The blood's about to come out the sink."
He's about to slap this bitch.
Yeah, no, obviously not. It was more like the blood's about to come out the sink. It's the best part, crap like that.
God,
But,
maybe I'm
dude,
fucking.
Tom's just a prick, dude.
Dude, a prick. Fuck that
Fuck
dude.
that dude. I hate
Look,
that
I'm
dude.
telling you right now, we've taken we far away from politics because we've already adopted the attitude of who the fuck are we and why does it matter what we think. But I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now, if your boyfriend hits you, he's gonna hit you again. Don't fucking stay with him.
And don't go back to him if you
Don't
leave.
go back to him. Don't get back with him. It's not. He's
Any
not.
man that'll hit a
sorry.
woman is a piece of shit,
Fuck him.
and you deserve better.
Absolutely.
Back to the bathroom.
Yes.
There's nothing better. You know what I love about 90s movies?
What?
Is a 90s montage.
Yeah.
It's all right. And it's just getting it. The whole
we
time
see
they're
it.
cleaning up the fucking bathroom. I love it, dude.
We see a couple of those in this movie too.
Yeah, dude, a good montage.
You don't see a lot of montages
no,
anymore.
it's a 90s thing, man. They don't do it anymore.
They need to bring that shit
Now
back.
they brought it back for the remakes.
Well, yeah, but anything that's new, they haven't. You don't see the montages anymore.
That's what I love about a good 90s movie, man.
God,
It's the
you know,
montage.
you know, all these fucking little kids are like, God, I hate montages.
Yeah,
What
this is so
shit?
dumb. Why are they doing
So
this?
dumb. If you didn't
You get
see
it twice. Once when they're kids, when they're cleaning the bathroom, and you get
Yeah.
the other one in the bicycles.
Yeah,
in the bicycle.
if you didn't grow up watching Daniel-san learning how to do karate in a montage, fuck you. You know how long it took him to learn. Rocky
He was not the real Karate Kid.
He was not. We'll discuss that later. But Rocky was the shit. We saw his montage as well. That was an old school thing. I Was a Teenage Werewolf, which is the one that they play on Richie. That's the one
Right.
that Richie gets to see. I loved that they found a way to incorporate a werewolf into the movie. I'm always a big fan of werewolves. The only werewolf I've ever bitched about was in the Conjuring universe.
Yeah,
That was the only werewolf I've ever bitched about. Every time
Annabelle comes
every
home.
time I see some kind of any kind of lycanthropy on fucking film, I'm
It's
immediately
pretty legit.
ecstatic.
Which reminds me, I got to show you the
it's-
trailer
it's
later.
very
for
well
a
done.
New movie coming out. A new TV show coming out.
Oh,
Pretty good.
I love fucking werewolves. I was fucking Team Jacob. Fuck all y'all.
Eddie in the shower. First off,
See, they were going again with the drains and shit. If all of the fucking the showers,
those
turned on
showers
at once-
kicked ass.
Yeah, they did. But how fucking creepy is that, though, dude?
What?
There's fucking showers.
What about it?
You're talking about just how great they were in general as showers. I'm talking about the fact that they chased them to the middle of the room.
Yeah, they did. They
fucking did.
chased him to the. I'll tell you about how creepy it was. There's just a bunch of open shower heads. I'm about to say, you play football.
That's fucking.
That's just how you shower.
No, that's just Jim. I was talking
but
about.
no, I'm talking about the
that-
shower heads. That bitches had some pressure.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think
That's
about
fucking awesome, man. Like I'm looking, I'm like, God damn, I wonder if I can get one of the shower heads for the house. Holy crap, I'm gonna wash my
that. No,
truck
but they
with one
stay
of those.
all turned on. Look, okay, if the shower head starts turning on,
I'm running.
No,
It's fucking gone.
No,
and
fuck
here's the
that.
thing. They're
I'm
not
not
going to
even-
stop me from getting out.
I'm not gonna go that fucking far to say I'm gonna take off running. If the shower head start running, like, oh shit, there's some fucked up crap going on here. When I visually see the handles turning,
And
with
the shower heads move out.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
You're not. No, there's no fucking.
Here's the
stopping.
thing. Why would they fucking shepherd you to the middle of the room?
The drain.
You can't. No, I'm saying, what the fuck are they going to do to you? Oh, they crossed. So?
Yeah, I guess you're right. At that point, it would just be like one of those little fucking laser mazes that Tom Cruise jumps through. Mission
Yeah.
Impossible.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter if they touch me. What the fuck are they going to do to me?
You don't know. They might have been super hot. They might have burned them.
You know what I mean?
You don't know.
Just look at that and be like, eat a bag of dicks.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Richie's fucking scared, and the shower drain.
No,
which
Eddie.
Eddie. I'm sorry. Eddie was doing that in the shower drain, and then they had a decent claymation effect.
I like the claymation.
I did
like
a
it.
very decent claymation effect where Pennywise
It-
climbs out
yeah.
of the fucking the shower
Eddie.
drain.
Hi. Bring your friends.
Fuck yeah! Eddie's mom is raising him to be a little Norman Bates.
Yeah, she is.
She really
God,
was.
that woman's so
There
fucking
was
weird.
so much fucked up parenting that happened in this movie.
Well, and it's implied that it's the rot of it.
Yes, I know. It was the whole the grown-ups turn a blind eye. They don't believe. They don't want to see, so they kind of just let it be and
Yeah.
all that shit. But Jesus,
Beep Richie.
yeah.
They didn't say it enough.
You don't think?
No,
It was said a lot more in the book.
it was said a lot. That was how they shut Richie up. That was
Yeah.
the whole point of it. Beep Richie.
He was a talker.
Yeah, he wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Oh, I have around here that shower scene would have been a fucking nightmare for Freddy versus Jason.
Oh yeah. The score was so underrated in this movie too. By the way,
Really was. It really did its fucking job.
it did. It really amped up the.
We jump forward to Richie. The comedy bit that Richie's doing sucked.
It did. It
That
really
was
did.
horrible. The Electric Company comedy bit.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure he was a comedian at first. I thought he was just like a talk show host that was trying to make a segue. Like, let's just get it done. Like, no, he's a fucking comedian. And he's a kid. He makes all the fucking comments. It was great.
Okay, look, speaking of special effects, 90s special effects, the book turning into a movie
Yeah.
was fucking good.
I that's on my actual next page that I have one. That was one of my favorite effects of the
That's
film.
one of the that scared me as a kid.
As a kid, that's one of the ones that got me too.
Yeah.
It made me not want to open
I'll
up
kill
fucking
you
pictures.
all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. Mike,
Tim Curry was so fucking good in that role, man.
Mike in here again with the your boy with the Nazism and the using the N-word when they corner him in the fucking.
Yeah, the rock fight sucked in this one.
Yeah, dude. And this fucking dude in the back, hey, leave that boy alone. And then he grabs his shit and walks away. And I was like, thank you, random citizen. And he takes off running. And that's where he meets up and joins with the losers.
Yep.
And the loser club effectively stops a hate crime in the 60s.
Yeah. So, big question.
Yes.
Did Stan kill himself, or did it take control of him and kill him?
I believe that he killed himself.
I believe so, too.
I do not think that was something. I think that if he'd have returned to Derry, it would have killed him.
Yeah, or he died either way.
He would have died some kind of way returning to Derry. I think that he knew
Now,
that.
there's multiple ways to take this, right?
I think that he knew that, and I think that was his way of escaping before he had to go through that again.
There's multiple ways to take it. There's the way the book did it. They never really explicitly say it in this movie, and there's the way they do it in the remake. In this one, it's implied that he was just so fucking scared, and it's kind of implied that in the book, that he was so goddamn scared that he couldn't take the thought of it and killed himself.
That's how I perceived it.
Yeah.
I just think that he killed himself. I don't believe that it was anything supernatural to that. I believe he went down the road across the street.
I would believe that too. He was the most practically thinking of all of them.
Yeah.
And I think realizing that it was a thing broke something in him.
I think so too.
And the only thing that saved him was getting out of Derry and forgetting about it.
And once he forgot about it, he didn't want to fucking relive it. I think if this film would have been shot 20 years later, he would have been lying in the bathroom dead with Linkin Park playing on the back.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I really do. I think it was a suicide. I don't believe there's anything supernatural going on to it.
And you feel for the guy, man.
I do, because you face something that fucking scary as a child, and you think, okay, it's done. I've forgotten. It's all in the past. And then you get a phone call. You start remembering, oh, shit, this happened. This is real. I got to go back. And the only way, because you can't face your friends.
Yeah.
If you stay alive and your friends die, you're going to blame yourself.
This is the equivalent, to me, is the equivalent of an atheist witnessing a miracle.
Ooh, I like that.
To where he's the biggest pragmatist in the group. He is the biggest non-believer.
Yes.
And he finally saw Pennywise.
Well, he said it multiple times that it wasn't empirically possible at all.
And I think something broke in him. But he was too young to rationalize. He was too young to do anything about it.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he moved quickly thereafter.
The atheism analogy is really good, because when you think about it, when you think about a lot of religions, when they go with the proof of the devil is that there's no proof of the devil.
Yeah.
So if you're staring down proof of the devil, your entire belief system unravels. Your whole belief system's gone when you're confronted with proof.
Yep.
And we find Henry in the fight after he apparently admitted to all the murders.
Murders and shit like that.
Where he's awoken by Pennywise, because Pennywise realizes that all these motherfuckers are returned into Derry. Henry was a violent little motherfucker when he was a kid.
Hey, Henry.
Jesus.
The man in the moon.
What the fuck was going on in that town?
Little boy blue and the man in the moon. The man in the moon's a bad motherfucker.
He was a bad motherfucker.
You got the name? Did you catch the name of the guard?
No, I don't think I did, actually.
Kuntz.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Dean Kuntz?
Yeah, he's fucking with Dean Kuntz in that.
Yep. You know what?
Yeah, tip of the hat.
Touché.
It was his name was Kuntz in the book too. Yeah, he was fucking with Dean Kuntz.
I did not even realize that. That's fucking great. They flash back and forth a couple of times where they start slowly remembering things. What the fuck were they passing the inhaler around like it was a joint?
Right.
I get the fucking.
No, it's a bonding.
The symbolic.
Yeah.
The symbolism between it, where they're all coming together as one. There was other ways to do that.
Oh, back to earlier. John Ritter coming back to town. Yeah. Random clown on the side of the fucking road.
Yeah.
With a balloon. I don't care if it's fucking Pennywise or otherwise. That's fucking scary.
Yeah. It is.
If I was in a taxi and there's a fuck.
What the fuck is going on there?
Who the fuck was that?
There's no houses or businesses
Driver,
around here.
speed up.
Yeah. Let's fucking go. What the hell is happening? And I'd love to see that, 27 years later, all of the bullying is still going on in fucking Derry, because he runs into a little fat kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
all that shit's still going on. We're back to Murderous Henry.
Beverly goes into her old house and gets fooled by the lady who's supposed to live there.
The creepy old lady.
Here's my question: how the fuck did she get in that house?
It was boarded up.
It was there's 1,400 fucking boards across the door.
This is an interdimensional being who can shapeshift. You chalk that up to paranormal, supernatural, whatever you want to chalk it up to. There's multiple ways to go around that.
When Stanley gets suckered as a kid because he hears a voice coming from a house.
Yeah,
and I understand, like he's the one who doesn't believe, so he's trying to. He knew there was. They said that he was trying to find a reason for it.
Oh yeah, and see that's what I think. That was like the Scooby Doo red herring
But you knew
bullshit.
at this point that some weird shit was going on.
Okay,
why take the fucking chance?
Okay, but that's the equivalent of atheists and people who, like you and I, are never going to sit here and play with a Ouija board.
Yeah, true.
But there are atheist people out there who don't believe what we believe, and even if we sat down and played with a Ouija board with these people and some creepy shit started happening,
they wouldn't believe it.
They still wouldn't believe it.
They'd blame it on you.
They would blame it on, it's all in your head. It's not real. This is fucking stupid. You're bullshit. And I don't know.
The face melting effect on Pennywise.
The face melting effect was great. We got the Blinded by the Light when they were talking about Stanley.
Right.
And I immediately started singing Blinded by the Light. And that's when, after Henry wanted to commit a mass murder in a sewer. I'm sorry. What's wrong with these kids? What kind of friends do you have? Even if you have one murderous fucking person, he's a bad egg.
Right. Why? Who all goes along with it?
You're just like, we're cool with you. So
fucking Belch just got folded up in that fucking... You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of... Your
mom can suck a dead kid through a drain pipe?
No. But that's great. That's fucking awesome. God, it just fucking blew my mind. No, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of... not
that was
Edgar,
not towards you, Noy. That was just your mom joke.
Yeah. Not Edgar. Who was the guy in fucking Tremors that was that got him to the fucking tractor tire and it sucked him through?
Oh, yeah.
That's what it reminded me of.
Okay.
Just folded him.
I immediately came with the golf ball through a garden hose reference. When I saw him fold up and get sucked, I was like, motherfucker. That's an interdimensional mom burn.
Henry comes back and stabs Mike.
Because why the fuck not?
Yeah.
He hasn't stopped being, murderous this
Which in the book,
long.
it happened. It didn't happen in a hotel room. It happened in the library.
Yeah. The 7 graves that were dug, and one of them was already filled, was like the prelude.
Yeah.
That you kind of, if you didn't read the book or didn't like watch it beforehand and didn't know what was going on, you're like, why one of the, that one's taken. Okay.
Can we talk about how corny Silver was?
Oh,
Hi-Ho Silver.
Hi-Ho Silver. That was the equivalent of after
the devil.
That was the equivalent of after 300 came out, where you see all these douchey guys walking around going, Spartans! Let's go to the bar. What are you talking about? Stop.
Yeah.
No, don't do that shit.
So they go back to fight Pennywise, one man down.
Yeah.
Or 2 men down.
2 men down. Stanley's dead, and Mike has been stabbed and is in the hospital.
And they track him down.
I'm sorry. We bypassed the Paramount sign changing to Rest in Peace Richie and the Prince Albert in the can and the fridge fridge running joke. The corny ass jokes that are being used by a fucked up clown is amazing. All the different reveals they did were very subtle and very, I don't know, my attention was immediately drawn to the 2 ace of spades and not the clown on the back of the cards.
Yeah, no.
I was like, oh my God, what's wrong? Is that some ace? Is that symbolizing something? What's going on? Like, it's on the back of the cards. It's a clown. I didn't fucking notice that because I'm looking at the fact that there's 2 ace of spades in its fucking deck. I have a couple of different, I know we're getting a little long here, so I'm trying to spam a couple of these fucking notes I have. The early 1990s. You remember your boy in the pharmacy who sits him down and tells him that his mother is telling him that he needs his inhaler and all this crap. Did you know that was a huge controversial thing in the early 90s? That was actually a very big controversial thing where it was a Munchausen by proxy syndrome. And they had actually had European tests. I actually got into a rabbit hole 3 days ago after jotting down some notes and shit. Early 90s, the inhaler that they were using currently and the prescription medication they had inside there, they did a test in European cities and all kinds of other places because there was this huge controversy. And of the tests that were done, more people died using that than using the placebo.
Wow.
It was this huge controversy. Because I always wondered, I was like, God, that's a really fucked up thing for a pharmacist to say to a kid. When I actually started digging into it, there was a big controversy in the early 90s about that. And I mean, I'd never known, but we were too young to pay attention to politics and shit and medical studies going on. But that was a big thing.
And it was also before Google, so probably most people didn't realize
most people probably didn't even fucking think anything of it. All they'd hear about it would be on the news and shit. But yeah, there was a big fucking thing. Look it up if you're in for a read.
We'll go through the ending real quick, guys, because it was really fucking basic. They get down there. He's a giant fucking spider. Yeah. The guys get caught in the
He's not a
deadlights.
spider. He has 6 legs.
Yeah, it's a fucking spider.
Oh, and
and they rip him apart.
I put in there that after they used the inhaler, because there was such a prevalence of the inhaler being used with the acid trick and other thing, that the inhaler was like the metaphor for the atheism, which is I didn't even realize what you had touched on, but it's the belief.
Yeah,
it was a placebo effect, and it was that atheist belief. If I believe this, it's true.
Yeah,
and that was a thing though.
So, they get in there, they tear him apart.
Yeah,
and they kill him. They kill it finally. Yes. John Ritter was a huge fan of the It book by Stephen King. He's a huge Stephen King fan. So
rest in peace.
Rest in peace, John Ritter. He was fucking awesome. He really was.
He really fucking was.
On set, he actually asked him if the turtle was going to be in this.
Really?
And they looked at him like he was fucking nuts.
They didn't know what he was talking about.
They knew what he was talking about. But are you fucking insane? How the fuck would we even show that? That's what I'm talking about, Stephen King.
We can barely do a spider.
Yeah. How?
The fucking...
Because I don't know if any of you... obviously, some of you have read the book.
Yeah.
But did you read the book? I think it was a long time ago.
Yeah, I was about to say it's been a while.
Because do you remember how the ritual of Chud went down?
Oh, Jesus.
It was a battle of wills, right? It was Bill against Pennywise. Bill was the only one who fought him.
Yeah.
And in the battle of Chud for the first time. The second time, Richie helped him out.
Yeah.
And it was... basically, you had to bite each other's tongues, and it was a battle of wills. Mm-hmm. But while they're doing it, they're flying through the cosmos, and they come across the turtle, and the turtle gives Bill advice.
Yeah, okay.
Because the turtle, there's the poem. There's a poem. It's actually in both it appeared in It and Dark Tower 3, The Wastelands. It's see the turtle of enormous girth, upon his back he holds the earth. The turtle protected the what do you call it, the beam from the Dark Tower that is our reality.
Yeah.
He was our protector. So the turtle was helping out the kids because he's the mortal enemy of It.
Okay.
You find out when they get older that the turtle died. Sometime in that time, and It even makes a joke during the battle, during the ritual of Chud, or however the fuck you say it.
I'm not sure on the pronunciation either.
That he must have choked on a galaxy or two.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's Bill by himself and his older Bill, so his belief is not what it was when he was a kid, all that, and Richie has to help him out. That, if you're going to do the spider thing, you have to show that part of it.
It could at least be in a dreamlike sequence where he goes into a trance or something of that effect, where it didn't have to be that grounded.
Because otherwise, just have him fight Pennywise.
Yeah, because
if you could change that much already,
it didn't have to be that.
Change the rest.
It didn't have to be that grounded in reality. There's a couple.
You already have kids fighting a fucking interdimensional being.
Yes, I wanted to talk about, just real quick before we go, a couple of similarities I get for some other very popular movies that we've seen along the way. Pennywise popping up for Henry in the jail.
Yes.
Kill.
Oh yeah.
Did you not notice? It's like kill them.
Yeah.
And he keeps repeating it. That is some very Pamela Voorhees bullshit going on right there. The forgetfulness.
I love it if Pennywise was Jason's dad.
Hey, Jason. Oh, my God. That'd be fucking great. Hey, buddy.
Kill them all, Jason.
The forgetting, where they talk about the shit in Derry, where they chose to ignore it and pretend like it never fucking happened to stop the fear.
That they forgot when they went away from Derry?
No, I'm talking about the parents inside of Derry. With the parents in Derry, where they had that veil over them. Where they were turning a blind eye to shit.
That was more of the whole idea that they were so close to Pennywise that it infected the town.
Yes.
And that's why as you moved away from Derry, you forgot everything about Derry because you're no longer exposed to it, so your mind just walls it off.
It was that veil of the forgetfulness.
Yeah.
Where that's how that was contained.
Which we're getting along on this one, guys. When we do we're doing
we're doing
for Thursday. This coming Tuesday, we're going to do It Chapter 1, the remake, and then It Chapter 2 the following Tuesday.
Yeah.
And in that one, we're really going to dive deep on the reasons why the Losers Club became so successful when they left, and why they forgot and
Yeah, we'll
forget
dive a little
stuff.
deeper into that later.
Yeah.
Okay, because we are getting quick. I want to talk about Coons abusing the fucking mental patients over there when he drops that damn roll of quarters out.
Yeah.
And Pennywise making out with John Ritter, which was one of the funniest parts. Kiss me, fat boy.
Yeah.
As a kid, that scared the living fuck out of me.
Right? That's fucking creepy.
And the tiny ass Willy Wonka fucking door they walked through to get to Pennywise in the sewer. I don't know what the hell was going on with that. That was only some shit that fucking Stephen King could have come up with. But yeah.
Make the door small.
We need a smaller door. Why? Keep the fat chicks out.
All right.
What are you talking about?
Rotten Tomatoes scored this with a 70%. Audience score is only 63%.
I get it. This was not a big theatrical release, and it didn't gain a lot of the traction until a little bit later on.
But this was such a fucking beloved movie.
But what are you going at? Are you going higher? I already know you are.
Dude, I watched this movie a lot growing up.
If you don't go higher, I'm kind of be a little bit disappointed in you.
I'm on 43.
43. Ooh.
Just for the fact that how many times I've watched this fucking movie, dude.
Okay.
I can almost quote the lines out of this movie.
You're closer to me than what I thought. I'm actually going with a 41.
Okay. That's not bad.
Well, he was out of the 30s for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It is absolutely out of the 30s.
Yeah.
I was leaning toward...
Which we do 1 to 50.
We do 1 to 50 because we're assholes.
Because we're assholes.
That's essentially why.
Yeah.
My range...
You can compare us to everybody else. You do the fucking math.
My range for this movie, as I went down, I've got 4 pages of fucking notes on this movie, but as I went down, my range was between 40 and 47. That was my range. And I was kind of like working my way, and there was a couple little things. The spider actually...
It knocked it back.
It knocked it back. A couple of the different...
Dialogue
sections that were... Some of the weird things that were said, and some...
Yeah.
It just knocked it down a peg or two. But I'm comfortable with that score. I think I'm cool with that.
I hate when you stutter my name, Bill. You sound like Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, Elmer Fudd didn't have a stutter. He had a lisp.
Yeah.
Like, why are we having this conversation in the woods? Somebody's trying to stab us, and there's a fucking clown.
All right, guys. If you're watching us on YouTube, remember to subscribe. Please like the video. If you listen to us on SoundCloud, please follow us and give us a like there also. I'm giving it a 40. What the fuck I said? 40.
You don't forgot already.
He's
giving it a 43. I'm giving it a 41.
Make sure y'all check this out if you haven't watched it yet. You shouldn't be watching us if you haven't watched it yet.
If you haven't watched it
this
yet,
is a spoiler. It's gonna say spoiler in the bottom.
It says it 1990. If you haven't seen it yet, you're fucking up at life.
Yeah.
You're not a horror fan if you haven't seen it yet.
All right, guys, we're out of here.